So we did something we probably shouldn't have done. We pulled up some of our very first RV videos, the good, the bad, and the ones that make us cringe. Today we're reacting to old travel videos, maintenance mistakes, campground reviews, and a few videos that somehow took off, sharing what worked, what didn't, and a little YouTube insight along the way. And before we talk about what's coming in 2026, we want to be clear about what we're not going to do anymore, because what we're building next is about simpler trips and better connection. So you know how when you want to look forward into the new year and what you're going to start planning and how you want the new year to look and things you're working on in your business, and you have to look backward to see what you've done and what worked well and what didn't, so you can plan what to do moving forward? Well, that's kind of what we're doing in today's video. We're going to be reacting to some of our old content, taking a look at what we've learned about RVing and about RV YouTubing over the past few years, so we can decide what we're taking with us moving forward, and we're going to talk about what we're not going to continue to do moving forward in 2026. We're going to break this video down into 5 categories so you know what to expect, and we'll include them in chapters in case you want to fast forward. But the 5 categories are old travel videos, RV maintenance and accessory videos, campground and RV resort tour videos, vlog style videos, and some of our outlier viral to us videos. Why some of those went viral?
Honestly, when we shot them, we had no idea they would.
Right. Okay, we know this video might not appeal to everyone, but to those of you who are OGs and those of you who really are interested in our next adventure and where we've been and where we're going, you guys might really like this video. So we thought we'd do something a little bit different. We're going to start with old travel videos. So let's go way back in the archives to video number 1. Which, don't worry, we're not going to go through every video, but I think it's good to kind of go back and see where you came from. Even though those videos are really cringe and sucky and you hate watching them, you're like, oh my God, did we really do this? And people actually watched it.
She said cringe. That's what I just heard at all that. So.
Yeah, I think it's okay to go back. So number 1, we thought, if you look at the title and the thumbnail of this video, that using search terms was how you're going to start growing your audience and gain, people who want to keep watching you. That's only half true, because you want to use some search terms in your title, but you rather sprinkle them in with like more of a storytelling title and one that appeals to the niche that you're in. And clearly we were not in like the hotel travel, well, we thought we were in the travel in general niche, but this specific title, Fort Lauderdale Marriott Beach Place Towers and High Noon Resort, that is not going to attract an RV audience. No. At this point, we have no clue who our audience is.
Well, and here's the thing about that video. I'm just thinking about it. We were literally there because of an RV trip.
That's right. Let's just play the intro and start from the beginning. You sure you want to go back and do this?
Well, I don't know.
What's up, guys? We're Jarrett and Val.
That is
Welcome
the beginning.
to our next adventure.
If you're new to our channel, then
We are too. We're new to our channel
you're
too.
very new. This is brand new. This is our travel channel that we do. So we do travel some. We do it a couple different ways. We got an RV, Class A RV, that we like to use.
I feel like Ricky
Have
Bobby.
A Marriott Vacation
What
Club
do I do with my hands?
that we also like to use. So right now we are currently in.
Dual travel channel.
Yeah, we'll give you a lot of insights and different places we go on camper stuff. I talk quite a bit about what we do there and the stuff we break and what I do to fix it and then limp along. So this has been a real interesting trip. We've had some snafus, if you will, on the way down. We're kind of actually stranded in paradise.
You don't have to say all that. Just say we're going to take you to Fort Lauderdale and,
Hey, on this trip, we're just going to take you to Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, pause. Number 1, we're rambling way too much. In the first 30 seconds, you definitely don't want to just get on here and ramble. We introduced the channel as a dual channel. Right off the bat, that's not going to do very well. The algorithm doesn't know what to do with you if you think you're a travel in general channel and an RV channel. It's just not going to work, and we had no clue way back then.
Well, it was our first video. I think nobody has a clue on their first video.
No, you're right. You don't, but let this be a learning lesson to anyone wanting to get out there and try it. Pick
Don't do
a
that.
niche and stay in it.
Don't do this.
Don't do this.
We still struggle with sticking to the point,
Sometimes.
especially me. You guys know me. I just like to hear myself talk, apparently.
First lesson learned here, you'll never arrive in like on YouTube and you've got it figured out. It's always constant learning. But gosh, we've already come a long way.
How long have we been doing this?
5 years, almost 6.
And as you know, I still have trouble looking at the camera.
Another thing we thought that viewers wanted to see was us vacationing. But I hate to burst your bubble, but people don't care about what you're doing.
Nobody cares.
They want what's in it for them. Not at first, anyway. You really have to gain a good following and a loyal audience that's returning to get to the point where they love watching you for you, and they'll watch you no matter what you post. Can you kind of pick a moment to play? First of all, we put a lot of clips to music, and because we didn't know what to film yet, so we were just filming parts of the resort, and then we just covered up with music. Well, that works sometimes, but you want to keep those moments as short as possible.
Photo shoot spot. Oh, look, see? Look, scoot over.
Photo spot.
Photo spot.
What is this?
It's a tree.
Okay.
There's a photo.
I remember that picture. So there's no order to the video. And we didn't know to have order to the video yet. We didn't even know what we were doing. I would do this video again, but it would not be about our hotel experience. We shouldn't have done it about Marriott and Beach Place. We should have done it on why we were actually there.
Yeah, we were picking up our new camper.
Exactly. And on the way down there, our gasser, the Georgetown at the time, broke down.
Yeah.
So that would have been a great video to make.
Yeah, I just was sitting there thinking, like, this video could have been so awesome, and this could have been one of the viral outliers.
Yeah. Had we known what we were doing.
Yes.
So, like, yes, I would make a vlog style video again. We'll get to those later. But that's what it would have taken for this to be a completely different story for us. That would have been a great start to the channel. This type of video can trickle in a few new viewers, but not really a returning audience. And you're probably asking why. Well, because if you think about it, if you've ever gone on YouTube to search for something that you're trying to do, like how to fix the Aqua Hot. If you pop on a video that says how to fix the Aqua Hot, well, you're gonna watch it and get what you need from the video, and then you're gone.
Move on.
Yeah, so it's not like you're gonna come back and keep watching that creator's content unless they really captured your attention and it was awesome and you want more of that. So would we do this type of video again today? What do you say?
I'd say no, because it doesn't make sense to it's just not what our channel is.
Well, right, the hotel reviews aren't.
Right. Now, would I do a vlogging video like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. Actually, the answer for me is yes, but I wouldn't do what we did in the thumbnail, which is number one, copy the title words and put those words also on the thumbnail. We've learned that lesson. We don't do that. You wanna use that real estate and change up the wordings and make it so there's a question that you're asking the audience. It makes them ask themselves. So there's like a curiosity factor there. So they want to click it and keep watching to get the answer to it. Not just kind of like a Marriott Beach Place Towers. So we continued to do this same style of video all the way, like from Nashville Shores, Orange Beach, Alabama, like we just kept continuing the Kentucky Bourbon Trails, Arizona, Park City, all the way. This National Elk Refuge video, like we just kept continuing to make the same mistakes over and over. And they weren't really mistakes, as it was like, this was our learning era, if you will. We just kept thinking that like eventually someone's gonna start watching us and like us for us and just want to keep watching. And that is the furthest thing from the truth on YouTube.
Hey guys, you guys want to take a snowy sleigh ride in Jackson Hole, Wyoming? Or if you're from here, Jackson, Wyoming, let's go.
And then our stupid old intro. No.
Every time I see the intro, this makes me miss that truck and that camper.
Hey guys, it's just me, Val again. Jarrett is away snowmobiling, and I'm doing a couple clips here for you to show you around Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
First of all, first 30 seconds, I've already lost people. They've clicked off. We did a musical intro, which nobody watches. Everybody fast forwards, and we'll talk more about that later. Like, don't do a musical intro.
Well, Kristen Grounds is probably like, I'll watch it.
Okay, and see, then I'm talking through this, like saying what we're going to do. You know, I have learned to rather show than tell, but some of these chat style videos do still work for us, and we'll explain that. But then we move into this drive over the Teton Pass, which was actually kind of interesting and a little bit scary that day.
Well, it was funny. I'm just going back through the archives here. I just remember we had just moved out there, and we had a friend that lived out there, and we were going, and I mean, it is snowing like crazy in the Teton Pass. And I'm like, is it safe to go? And he's like, it's barely snowing. It's fine.
Everyone said it's fine. They're like, oh, it's just another day in Jackson Hole. We're like, oh my God. We started doing all of these things that weren't even talking about the National Elk Refuge yet. So minutes into the video, like you've done lost half the people that came to watch for the refuge information. We pretty much continued to do that all the way up to right here where you start seeing the difference in the thumbnails. And right about to this downsized video.
So like right around our downsizing video, or downsize, when we went from the pusher to the travel trailer, a couple of things had happened. One, we got rid of our vacation club because as much as we loved that, we could never book the places we wanted to go because everybody else was also trying to book the same place that they wanted to go. So it was like this whole thing of like, fees were going up and it was getting more expensive and it was super hard to book. So he said, you know what, we're just going to get rid of our vacation club and we're just going to camp in our RV. And as we did that, that forced us to do a couple of things. One, it took our channel from la-di-da vacation at the elk refuge or going snowmobiling that none of y'all watched to strictly straight RV content. And that's when we kind of started learning how to do things. When I say we, Valerie like started working with some people to kind of like learn how to do it the right way. When we got to our 6 RV apps to maximize your experience, the go-to apps, only 717 of you watched 2 years ago, that's when we got an editor. And that's when everything got a little more
in line, a little more focused, a little more
polished.
I think we know where YouTube should be going at this point. Like, we still don't know everything, of course, but at this point we're like, okay, we have to do this the right way. Because there is kind of a right way.
I think everybody who does YouTube comes to a point of either you got to do it the right way and kind of, I don't say play YouTube's game, but play the YouTube algorithm game, or you just quit.
Well, yeah, because every YouTuber, I think this is fair to say, one, knows that it takes at least 100 videos to kind of get your feet wet and to figure out who you are on YouTube and where you want it to go. The second thing is every YouTuber comes to a point where it's either a hobby or they want to grow and turn it into something, whether that means views and subscribers and something, or like a business and you're making money and monetizing it and selling a service or product, or both, or all of the above. Yeah, I took some courses and learned some things, and this is the beginnings of you guys seeing some of that. So now like we can start to see some branding starting to make sense. Like thumbnails are looking the same, like fonts, you know, they're looking a little cleaner, a little better. We're starting to piece together the O&A brand and brand colors and all of these things that like they're seriously important. And now at this point of our channel, I think it's safe to say we're just beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's funny. Some people it just takes longer than others. That's all I'm going to say. And we're in that category.
We are definitely in that category. Okay, so now moving on to RV maintenance and accessory videos. Now this is another channel pillar of ours, so to speak, that has definitely morphed and grown and evolved over time.
That's a whole thing now.
It is. And way back in the day, so scroll back to our More Ride. That was pretty much one of our first, and that was like, what, 5 videos in? He did a More Ride tray installation in the Class A. That was, at this point, we already traded the Georgetown. We were already into the Nautica.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like all of these, foam cannon, More Ride tray.
Snap pads, screen went out, Aqua Hot.
Aqua Hot, which is a
It's a terrible video.
It's a terrible video, but it's definitely a useful and valuable search term video. So we picked it back up around the time when you broke the jack. Broke Jack, the one thing he forgot. Now I'm getting better at titles and thumbnails.
The whole thing about that video was I was all worked up, and honestly, because I didn't have the stuff I thought to do it, but I got in a yank and I had the tools to do it. But I just freaked out because I didn't know what to do.
It made for good content, I think, anyway. And useful because, you know, it showed that RVers are good helpers because our neighbor helped you out, kind of bailed you out with some things.
He did. Let me borrow a 10mm from him.
Yeah.
Or maybe a 12.
Because that's the one thing you forgot. So at this point, the RV maintenance videos start trickling into our editing coaching era. And you start doing more maintenance-y stuff. And so this gadget that saved our trip.
You guys, when I did this video and I talked about these things, is I bought these tire pressure monitor deals, and they're little, and I still use them to this date, but they're little caps that they just screw on the end of your valve stem, and they tell you your air pressure. Well, what I didn't know, and it's one of the things I wouldn't do again, is that if you do it, you need to have steel valve stems, not rubber valve stems, because the weight when a tire's spinning on the end of the valve stem wears your valve stem out, and it gives you a flat tire. Just saying. Ask me how I know. You can watch this video and you can see how I know. So around this video here, trying the shocker hitch is when we really started kind of getting feedback from you guys, and we were just kind of learning about what the heck we were doing, and y'all wanted more maintenance stuff, and because you had more questions, and the more questions you got about things, the more I'm like, well, I guess I should start talking about this stuff more.
Right.
And that's when we started doing more maintenance videos. A lot of it, main reason we started doing them was based on feedback.
But at this time too, we started like posting over on our Facebook page, and you were getting a lot of feedback on, like, we were starting to realize that we have a returning audience of some sort, and they want to see more of your maintenance-y videos.
I don't know why.
Like the shocker hitch there was a lot of talk around that shocker hitch time. I'm like, who cares about this shocker hitch so much? Why do we keep talking about this shocker hitch?
What is a shocker hitch?
What the hell is a shocker hitch? The accessories pillar is quite interesting. I think one of our first, and we did a couple way back when, but one of our first was this must-haves RV product showdown, the good, the bad, and the must-haves. If you're anything like us, you've wasted so much money buying stuff that you just end up, you know, not liking and having to replace with something else better. In this video, we're covering some good things that we love that are must-haves, some bad things that we don't necessarily love too. So stay tuned. All right, guys, first thing on my list is good cookware. Mistakes we can laugh about now. We really just loved having an intro, I think. It is fun. It is fun. I will say that. Okay, back to where I made my comment earlier in this video. Having the musical long intro in the beginning of your videos is not a good thing to do, because number one, if you're trying to grow and get in new viewers, that is a very good place for them to click off and they're out. They're uninterested. If you're not hooking them in the first 30 seconds, they are out. Intro, gotta go. The second thing I want to point out about this video is we are really learning how to get better at the first 30 seconds of the video. We got right to the point. We're starting to grow a returning audience. Like, they're starting to trust a little bit of consistency here. And they're telling us what they want to see more of, which is maintenance and accessories.
So what we started to learn at this point is like some of the accessories that we use, and you know, in this video, we had no sponsors, so this is just all stuff that we had. But it's like one of those things, like these accessory videos and these sponsored videos, it's not that we're selling out, it's stuff that we use and we appreciate. I'm not gonna stop doing it. I don't feel bad. Like if I get a really cool tool from eTrailer, or I have a really cool tool that I got off Amazon and I put it in our store, I'm not gonna feel bad about that, because if it's something that's handy for me and it helps my camping experience or my maintenance experience or any of my other experiences better, you know, hey, why not just make everybody's life easier and just take care of it.
Right, and I think what we learned too is that in the RV niche, accessories and gadgets are wanted and needed. Like, we're always updating whatever tool or whatever gadget, and things are breaking and we need to buy the next new thing. And like, so it just fits the niche. It's kind of a natural fit for the niche. Okay, we're on to campgrounds and RV resort tours. This pillar is a huge one for our channel. So we're gonna start with our very first Elm Hill video. Now, this was back before we had an editor, so we're going back in time just a little bit.
Elm Hill Resort in Nashville is right up at the top of luxury RV resorts, in our opinion, except for maybe one thing.
I don't know why we're in the living room, first of all. Wow, that's some pretty text there. That's a really nice drone shot though, good work.
Yeah, I'm just curious where you get the bird chirping and the music.
Oh, those were birds added. I added the birds to that music. I remember that because I was trying to get the right bird, not like the squawking Alfred Hitchcock birds.
Yeah.
The right peaceful bird. Oh, nice logo. That was way before. That was our first logo. Is that even a logo?
I do like that campground. But that's an awful lot of drone shot at the beginning.
See?
Like,
So we
get on with it.
At Elm Hill RV Resort on.
Oh, we're using the video.
Okay, first, we tried a hook with saying what maybe we weren't going to love about Elm Hill. You know, throwing that little negative piece, that little like curiosity, like, oh, well, what didn't you love? I want to keep watching. Okay, well, that's a good idea to hook people to want to keep watching. But the way we did it just wasn't great yet. We're still learning. There's like too much music and too much scenery. It's immediately boring and you're going to lose people really quickly. Okay, so right here, like minute 1 to minute 2, okay, we got better with like throwing in some maps, Google Earth, maybe some arrows pointing to stuff. Like that's cool. We're starting to play with editing a little bit better, even though it's not great.
Learning how to do a few things.
Yeah, and the audio kind of sucks though, so there's still no order to the video. And I think this like musical scenic moment for me was like, I really wanted to create this like moment of peace because that's what you feel at Elm Hill. Like it's just quiet and peaceful and you hear the water and you hear the birds. But I'm like snapping pictures. You know, this is something I would put on my TV in the morning as I'm having coffee.
Because they're not saying it.
Right. Show me scenery with birds chirping quietly.
That was probably my very first bike tour. The bike tour was born out of what we felt like was necessity. We needed a better tour because people try to ride through with their hand out, you know, they basically roll down their window and they stick their GoPro out and they drive, which was fine. That's a fine way to do it. If that's how you do it, I'm not knocking it. Like, I don't care.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just ride through on my bike and just show it that way because it's a little more of slower pace, organic.
It's not bad though. And it showed what we wanted to show, which we always feel like is boring content, but people want to see what the campground looks like. But I think this is one of the first because we do end up getting better. And we start putting these bike tours in the beginning of the video and keeping them under 5 minutes. Moving on to our current style of RV resort tours. Let's nitpick Timberstone. Okay, first of all, the title and thumbnail. We're getting better. First of all, brand new, near Smoky Mountains. And then you can't read it on this screen, but it's the stunning sister property to anchor down. Those are all really good words in the title that are like very appealing to the RV niche, right?
Right.
Great title. And then we create some curiosity there in this thumbnail. Where is everyone? That seemed to work for us when we do brand new RV resorts. If you guys were one of the fortunate ones to get the email that Anchor Down had opened a sister property in the same Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee area, you're one of the special ones and you're in for a treat. So many of you guys have messaged us asking us if we're coming to Timberstone to view this property and tour it for you guys. And the answer is yes.
We're here, and let me tell you something, guys. Obviously, you don't know about it or you'd be here because there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us here. So we are at
No musical
Timberstone
intro.
Resort.
Clearly, we're learning some stuff about YouTube at this point. And we're learning about human psychology and what kind of gets the viewer to want to keep watching, right? We're maybe addressing things that are like appealing to the RVers who already know about Anchor Down. You know, it's brand new again. We've covered this, but we kind of play on that into the intro. And then like, why haven't you booked it yet? Because like this place is about to fill up. We immediately jump into like a full drone shot view, which I think is really good to see. If I were to log into YouTube and I'm trying to see like a resort I want to stay at, whether it's, you know, a hotel or campground or anything, any place I want to go, I love seeing a fuller view of the place first. It kind of gives me a visual, especially for those visual learners who want to like see what the whole picture of what I'm looking at first. So I love a good drone shot right up front. But yeah, so our new style is we get right to the point in telling you what you're going to expect in the whole video. We're going to talk about the bike tour. If there's a sponsor, we're going to tell you, in this case, you're going to see some electric footage here. We're going to talk about favorite sites, likes and dislikes, and we tell you what to expect, and then also try to put it in the chapter so that we're making progress at this point, getting better. We hope you think our videos are getting better. Another thing we started doing is interviewing the staff or other people at the resort, which makes the content even more interesting and more valuable.
Well, the thing is they know way more about their resort than we do, and
Right.
especially what we're going to learn in 24 to 48 hours or 72 hours that we're there. So it's just easier to ask them, hey, what you got going on? What are you doing? And they'll just tell you. And they're typically pretty excited to tell you.
Yeah, and so when we talked to Kim and Kevin about PALs, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And those cheddar rounds they gave us, they have camped there before and already knew that that's a great place to go eat, and we wouldn't have known that because we didn't have time to travel that weekend too much.
That was a quick trip in and out.
Yeah.
So on our campground tours, first off, we started doing them. I honestly, and I think Valerie would say the same, is I don't think or didn't think that y'all would even give a rip about them. But it's grown into this thing, and I'm really surprised it's grown into this thing. And just go ahead and tell you, 95% of the places we go, we pay for with our own money, and it is what it is. And it's honestly, one, if I ask for permission to do all this stuff, then they know we're coming, and then I don't want them to do anything different than they would for anybody else. And two, if we pay for it, then we don't have to give them a review if it sucks. So that's just kind of how I look at it. But I never thought that this thing would turn into a thing like it has. It's really turned into it's kind of funny to me. And the reason we know that you guys book them is, one, the campgrounds tell us they book them, especially some of the smaller ones that's got a little more personable staff, if you will.
The privately owned campgrounds.
And then two, you guys tell us, and we know you like them because, well,
The comments and the feedback.
and how many of you watch them?
Yes, and messages and emails, and you guys book just about everything that we show and recommend and love. And because again, we're not a negative review channel. We're not, if we don't love a place, we're just not going to waste the time making a video about it. If it's not even something we would recommend, number one, we don't like bashing campgrounds, and number two, I don't want to bash any business. I just don't. Things just take care of themselves. There's just one small YouTubing point that I want to make here if anyone's considering starting an RV YouTube channel. You got to understand what they call a TAM. It stands for Total Addressable Market. And in the RV niche, the total addressable market really isn't all that big. So what I think I see sometimes when people want to start YouTube channels is they think that there's the possibility that they could blow up in any niche and just millions of followers and all these views and hundreds of thousands and 500,000 million view videos. And the truth about the RV niche is there is somewhat of a cap to that total addressable market.
Kind of going into, like I said, anything that has an expense is a business. That's just what it is. And we have expenses because it costs us money to get places. It costs us money to have an editor, and if we didn't have an editor, we probably wouldn't do this as consistent as we do.
I wouldn't do it at all.
No, and it's just one of those things that we just have to do it. And so I know we talk about it being a business, but just because we spend money on it, it's a business.
Also expenses like website fees and
cameras.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Mics.
So that's a whole nother video.
Yeah.
But my point is that people get into this thinking that they can just get this RV and go la-di-da vlog like we were doing before, way back 4 or 5 years ago, and it blow up and turn into this money-making machine. And that is the furthest thing from the truth, especially in a niche like this. And that's just to say that if you're comparing it to maybe something let's just go there and use Mr. Beast as an example. His audience is so large because the things that he does are so uniquely incredible and entertaining that he can cover the masses with his entertainment skills. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Or let's use another example. Truck House Life. Truck House Timmy. He has that unfair advantage to where he built his own truck camper and lives in Alaska.
And camps when it's 60 below zero.
Yeah, who does that?
Right.
So unless you have that, like the total addressable market, meaning like the amount of RV viewership that's available in the United States. And let's be real, it really doesn't go much further than maybe Canada or like a couple UK B-van, you know, travel type community people.
Right.
It has a limit.
Yeah, it does.
And when they get burnt out of the same type of content, they don't continue subscribing and watching much because they're just going to stick to what they know and what they love and the personalities they know and they love. So it becomes very difficult to grow, especially grow very quickly. Okay, let's cover vlog style videos. I kind of want to explore why some of our vlog style videos flopped and talk about how we've done much better with them. So I want to go back to that elk refuge video again because there's a good point to show you guys here. We've already kind of covered why this video was a flop. Number one, we have like no compelling hook. You know, I'm talking for the first however many minutes. We go through this long intro.
I'm not even around. Apparently I'm out snowmobiling.
Yeah, you're not even there. No structure to the video, nothing that offers value to the viewer, right? So from that being our older style vlog video to a better example of a vlog video, let's look at Getting Level Was a Bear.
Which is funny. While I'm getting ready, I'm just going to say this. I always tell Valerie, so we should do more vlog style videos. Well, one, they're a ton of work. But two, they're a ton of work.
First of all, the thumbnail. Much, much better. The title and thumbnail, let's go there again. Shakedown 2.0 and our fifth wheel. Lots to learn about our newest RV. Getting Level Was a Bear. Okay, so we're not using the same, you know, wording that we are in the title, in the thumbnail. That's very good. Getting Level is always a bear. So this is a great play on words because there's actually a bear in the storyline here. It relates to so many RVers because getting level is a bear for a lot of RVers. So it's very relatable reason to want to click on the video and, oh, like this looks like it could be a good storytelling video.
Yeah, it was.
The funny thing about it was we didn't record it knowing, like we didn't record it with a script or like knowing that there was going to be a storyline.
What was that? I'm not playing around. What is going on? You're scaring me.
I was
Jared, there's no
actually
dog
serious.
shit. We gotta get out of here. What's right there? You guys, is it fresh? It's fresh.
I don't know if you guys heard me.
Jared, it's fresh.
The bear looked at me, and I looked at the bear. So I walked back in my truck, sat in my truck, and cried for an hour.
On today's adventure, we take our new Sport Trek Frankie out on a shakedown trip 2.0. Trying to adjust to the newness of your sixth RV can take some getting used to. If we've learned anything in our 12 years of RVing, it's that no matter how many times you've done this, there are always days when you still feel like a beginner. And there's always new stuff to learn. But somehow, there's still adventure in it all, and it all ends up working out the way it's supposed to. There was some adjusting, but nothing like hiking and some good old-fashioned rock skipping couldn't fix. So come along with us while we head out on our second shakedown trip to see how we're adjusting to the new RV. Okay, so maybe we're not super...
See, right away, this is a completely different start from like the National Elk Refuge. Agree? Something crazy happened with you getting level, and I happened to capture that on camera. We got lucky in that moment because that was not obviously planned.
No, and he couldn't redo it. Can you break the jack again?
Yeah.
It's already broke.
And so what I've learned at this point is we are definitely putting that in the first 30 seconds. And now I know that a lot of YouTubers will use these moments to create like a lot of extra drama, you know? But as long as you deliver it in the rest of the video, what you see in the title, thumbnail, in the first 30 seconds, you're good. So the hook was brilliant, okay? And it just played out the whole time we were there, kind of random, like I like to call it, la-di-da vlogging. And it just played out to where this series of events just turned into a great storytelling vlog. What we're pointing out here is that we're getting better at piecing together vlog moments that tell a story. And hats off to all the channels out there whose all their content is nothing but storytelling vlogs. Like, those are the channels that do so great. And here's where we want to give props and hats off to the channels like KYD, Hanks, and Wild RV. And we're here to tell you how hard that style of content is. Like, piecing together all of these like little tiny clips and little tiny moments to tell a story. There's something to be said about like scripting, and you can plan out certain things, but a lot of things you can't plan out all the time. And to still be able to piece that together is incredibly difficult. You really do need to have either a good editor who knows how to help you, which is thankfully what we have now, that she helps us do this, or you have to know how to do it yourself. It's a lot of freaking work.
Very much so.
And side note, that being said, it's okay to have some inspiration and some models to look after, but the most important thing is to be yourselves and create your own style and your own branding and your own style of video making. This is like the real life approach to learning how to RV on YouTube, is like figuring out who you are and what styles work for you and your RV lifestyle. Okay, I want to give another example here of a vlog style video that we did that actually wasn't great. The video I want to talk about is our 4 corners video. It's actually not about 4 corners. The thumbnail says giving up, and the title says part-time RVing is just too much work. We don't want to do this anymore. So the video is not actually about 4 corners, but what we did was we vlogged another RV trip and just kind of turned on the camera and did what we do and tried to piece it together to tell a little bit of a story. It wasn't actually about 4 corners. It was about how part-timing, but RVing in general, sometimes can like wear on you. And when things don't really go well, or there's a series of unfortunate events that take place, your weekend sucks, and then you end up coming home and unpacking the camper and you just feel like trading in the keys and saying, let's sell the dang thing. I don't want to do this anymore.
Moving on.
The goal was to talk to the person that has felt this before and like just relating to the RV audience in general. But what we did and what I learned from this, again, this is a video about what we're learning here, whether it's RVing and YouTube. And what we learned from RVing is, yes, this. Like, this is a learning experience for us too, because after all these years of camping, we have learned that like you can still have moments and trips that suck and when you feel like I'm not camping again. And I literally felt this in that video. This was not like a made up clickbait video. It was not like done for show or like I literally felt this on that trip. You can watch the video if you want and you'll see why the trip was cut short. Like it was a series of unfortunate events. They weren't opening the pool. There was goose poop everywhere.
It was a gajillion degrees outside.
Yes, and so my point in covering this video is that what I just told you, number one, we're learning about RVing still. That like you can have those moments, right? And you just want to quit. But what we learned on YouTube is that this title and this thumbnail really attracted a little bit of the wrong kind of audience.
Yeah, we got a lot of negative people, a lot of negative comments. We avoid drama. We avoid drama in our personal life.
Yeah.
And so, and we tend to try to avoid drama with, like, we're not after the drama click. And there's tons of YouTube channels, and I'm not going to mention anybody, but you just see them, like, you know, they're trying to get started or they've been out for a while and they have like a really outlandish title of some sort, or it's just, you know, everything sucks, it's always broken. And they're just trying to grow their channel, which is fine. But what happens is when you grow your channel with that perspective or that style video, that's the type of people they attract.
Right, the cynics.
Yeah, and so like some of them, I'm like, they're like, we're having a rally. I'm like, oh my God, that would be like the worst rally to go to, because they're all just like, how
Gonna bitch about everything?
Yeah,
Like you wonder.
Yeah,
you wonder.
I'm like, I hope they have fun, but I would never go to that rally just for the simple fact that it's damn negative.
What we learned from this video is that I didn't like that. The negative comments we got, and they were like, it attracted like a new viewer because it did pretty good.
30,000 views.
30,000 views. What we didn't want it to be was a negative review of 4 Corners, which I said in the video. This is not a negative review. We've camped here before and we like it. Titles and thumbnails work. Like, this is what works, right? To get the view. And is it worth it? Like, are you selling your soul for the view? You know, in order to pull in a negative audience? That's not what we want. Okay, we are finally onto viral outlier videos. Why some of them took off, what surprised us about why they did so well, and what we're taking forward with us moving on into the future. Let's revisit accessory videos. And I don't know why this is such a popular thing in the RV niche, but this is what seems to take off on our channel. Viral for us is this video here. 170K views is at the current time of this video, our most watched video. So this is viral for us. Now, why this video went viral, I can tell you exactly why. And this video was not even planned. In fact, it was one of the hardest videos that we filmed because, again, series of unfortunate events was taking place.
Yeah, it was one of those deals where Valerie ran her battery down on her camera and she didn't know what was wrong with it.
You keep saying it was the battery. It wasn't the battery. The battery was full.
No, after we plugged it in, it was fine. And then, but she was having trouble with her camera. I was doing a bike tour and getting harassed by security at the show, and she thought I was just out goofing off. And then I ran into Craig and Victoria and Cody and Angie. But she's like, he's over there just goofing off.
And my camera's broke.
Her camera's broke.
I was trying to film in the accessory area. You were off goofing off. My camera was broke. I was getting mad at you. I'm calling you.
I was shooting a video.
Yeah, I'm calling you like, Jarrett, can you please just come help me? Like, I can't film this while you're off having fun. My camera's broke. Just at this point, I'm thinking, we're not even making a video at the Tampa show. Like, let's just forget it. The reason we were going to make this accessory video at Tampa was because previously at Hershey, that video did really well for us too. I think it's currently at 50 or 60,000. And so we thought, we're onto something here. The 3 previous videos, the first one we did was we only saw 20 RVs. That video is full of like us talking to friends and hanging out. It was a very fun video and it has 10K views. But the other 2 videos are on RV tours, or top 3 Super Cs and top 5th wheels. Those aren't outlier videos for us. But then we do an accessory video at the same RV show and it gets 50,000 views. So we're like, okay, when we go to Tampa, we're doing accessories.
Yeah. Well, the reason it went viral is because we did a really good hook and we talked about the stove being sold out in minutes. And people were like, well, what's sold out in minutes? And so you had to watch to see.
RV accessories. Boom. That's all you have to put in the title. Okay. Then sold out in minutes. Okay, that's automatic curiosity. What the heck product is so cool that it sold out in minutes? And it's truthful. It's not clickbait because this product actually did sell out for this company owner in minutes. The third reason it got so many views is the actual product itself.
Solves a problem.
Well, it does, but who does it solve a problem for?
RVers.
How many RVers?
All of them.
All the RVers. That's exactly right. So as you can see, toward the end of the video is when we finally feature this Slinky stove. Because we finally found a product that was like interesting. It appeals to the masses. Truck campers love it. 5th wheel lovers love it.
Class A.
Class A, Class B, all the campers need a fire pit. And a collapsible one at that is very interesting when it's new to the market. And at the end of this crazy chaotic day, I'm like, this is the video we're putting together because it's what I filmed.
Yeah.
And so we pieced it together, and I knew when we found the Slinky stove, it had to go toward the end of the video to at least attempt for video viewer retention.
And it crushed it.
And it crushed it. I'm like, who watched all that infomercial-y stuff for that long and got to the end to wait for the fire pit? And apparently 170,000 people did because YouTube kept pushing it.
And again, people still watch that video. We still get comments.
Another great example of accessory videos that do well for us is this one. Are You Serious? 29 accessories and upgrades that are a complete waste of money for part-time RVers. Now that one, surprisingly, when you click on it, is just a sit-down chat. It has 50,000 views. And look, we're just sitting here on our back patio because we weren't camping currently. But we did put a nice camping thumbnail on it. So like, okay, you automatically know it's for RVers, right? And then I think the play on waste of money, back to that like negative word, curious tagline, like, well, waste of money, that's kind of a negative thing, right? Well, did I waste money on these products? And it became like a really great conversation and a great conversation in the comments. Another great example is this one right here. Everyone's talking about this.
That was actually a fun video to do.
It was. 60,000 views currently, and don't RV this summer without these accessories. Great title. It makes you think, what? Which accessories? I want to know. And what's everyone talking about?
And here's the thing, that whole video almost didn't happen.
And that video almost didn't happen. That's
the
funniest thing.
Because we were on a trip with our family, and it was our family vacation.
Yeah.
And it was the last day we were there. We had not picked the camera up the entire time we were there.
Nope. Right. And we really had no like video plan to send to our editor very soon coming up. And we were like, maybe we can crank out a video. And we're like, well, what video would we do? And I'm like, well, we need to just talk about accessories. Because I'm like, this is what's working on our channel.
And we'll just ask people, hey, do you want to be on our channel? Do you want to tell us what you got? Do you want to tell us what you're doing? And
Yeah.
and that was like, we had no idea who we were talking to. We picked up a camera. The guy on the screen from me, and if you're watching this, I don't remember your name, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and again, goes back to having a great editor. She puts all the best pieces, right at the beginning. We help with some of that too. There is some communication there between like what we think is a good hook moment, and then your editor helps you and works with you, and then like it just becomes this like really fun project.
Yeah, and it's a really good team.
Ninja Slushie, that's where the Ninja Slushie came
We have
from.
one of those now.
Yeah, and the Pit Boss.
Yeah.
Got you that for Father's Day. Some of the best videos so far have come out of total random, impromptu, like unplanned series of events.
Yeah, I was like, all right, we're going to record a video.
Do you guys find that interesting? I find it interesting. All right, as promised in the beginning of this video, we're going to talk about what things we are taking with us moving forward and what things we're not going to take with us. But before we talk about what we're not going to continue doing, I think it's fair to say that one major thing we've learned out of all of this RVing we've done and all of this RV YouTubing we've done, we've learned one big, really fun thing.
What's that?
The community that we're building and have built so far and are continuing to build.
It's really awesome.
We are going to be continuing to take most all of our channel pillars forward. You're still going to see most of the same kind of content. And I hope to take forward some viral outliers in there somewhere. We never know when those will be.
We'll let you know when it happens. So Facebook, we're going to keep our Facebook account going, but we're not going to be as active on Facebook. A couple of different reasons. We've built our own base camp, and that's typically where the people who really want to engage with us want to find us. What we find on Facebook is people are just asking a random question about a random thing. And we will get back to you. We try to get back to you as quick as we can. But again, we have full-time jobs and we try to do all that stuff ahead of time, or, it's hard for us to always get right to you.
We will try to post maybe once a week, and we will check in around once a week on messages. So those of you who've already messaged us through Facebook, you are already getting an auto response saying that, hey, we will get to you, but unless it's super time sensitive, or you're reaching out for a business inquiry or something that needs answered quickly, please email us here. That being said, we have instead learned, again, through all of this, that we can build a real, tangible, more connected community, and we've done that so far. It's small right now, but did you want to talk about Basecamp?
So we started our O&A Basecamp. Thank you, Tony and Larry, for the name.
That's right.
And it's been awesome. It's been awesome because, again, like Valerie was saying, we're busy, we got things going on, and so we're not always able to get right back to you. But with Basecamp, it's more of a community where people are having conversations and having conversations with each other, and we have conversations with us, and it's just all kinds of conversations. And look, I know, especially you engineers who tell me how stupid I am when I do something, know that I don't know everything. And so it's nice when people have a question, or they need a campground recommendation, or they're talking about RV gears and stuff, or RV tech. They're talking to each other, and it's a lot of collaboration back and forth about what works and what doesn't work, and we're all learning and we're all growing together, and it's been really great.
And again, this is our paid private community, and we are loving it, and the people in it so far are showing that they love it too. That is what we are taking forward with us, as growing in that private community, whoever wants to be a part.
And honestly guys, if you want to get on our email list, you still get a lot of the same information, you just get a little bit later. It's totally free. So if you don't want to spend the money to join the base camp, I get it.
You can still find us and be a part of our email list and get updates there too.
Or you can hit us up on Facebook. That's fine as well. It just takes us a little longer to get back to you, just because, again, like I said earlier, we just got a ton of other stuff going on, and we get to everything as fast as we can.
Another thing we are not doing in 2026 is we will not be traveling further west than Texas. So if you're waiting for us to come out to the western states, you're going to have to wait another year into 2027, because that's just not in the cards for us this year. We will be traveling to Texas and then some other areas in the southeast and along the East Coast. There's nothing else to say here because we've covered a lot.
See you on our next adventure.
See you guys.